Hi all, it's Cindy from Cindy's Art. Thank you so much for being here with me. Subscribe if you are not a part of the channel yet. Let's get going. Today I'm going to paint a stormy ocean, and I'm going to work on loose water, tied into this painting. But then I'm also going to use a spray bottle, and I want you to be able to see what it's like to have your paint set down, take a spray bottle, and just dab in some little dots of water and see what that does. So I'm going to start the sky off with a little bit of Reproduction blue and cerulean blue. And when I want to add into the darker colors, I'm using an ultramarine deep plus a little bit of neutral. Notice that there's water beating up towards the horizon line. That's fine. I have my paper wet enough and I have enough paint on there that I can dab what I want, and I want to let it run into each other and blend by itself. Now I wanted to go ahead and start to work on the water. So what I did was start the water, but I left a nice white line that was between the sky and the water. I let it be there because that is perfectly dry. So any paint that I put down below in the water area is not going to bleed up towards the sky. And I also was just using a little bit of a paper towel for me to dab up a little bit more of the clouds, because I wanted to bring out more of the white cloud area. So as the top is drying, I'm going to move on to the bottom. I'm using a little bit of neutral color. Then I'm going to add in some ultramarine deep and some marine blue. Here's this ultramarine deep, and I'm going to add in marine blue as well. The water bottle tip I want to give you for today is you need one that both squirts fine mist and also will squirt out large drops. I get large drops by just touching the top of that water bottle, and right there you can see how I get these large clumps of water and also little drops. That's what you're looking for. Try out different bottles. This one was actually an eyeglass cleaning kit, and I liked how it sprayed, so I put it in with my art stuff. So we're going to move on towards the rocks, and I'm using Van Dyke Brown right there. It's not a black, it's a Van Dyke Brown, then raw sienna, burnt umber, and I'll add in a little bit of yellow ochre. That's that lightish gold color, and I'm going to make this rock thing go straight across. So let's just continue on for now. Another tip I want to give you is when a wave crests, underneath of that wave at the very, for the top of it, right smack underneath of it, there needs to be some dark. And that gives it more of a 3D look. And my paper is somewhat wet. There is a little bit of moisture on there. And I'm putting that darkness in, and then you can see I'm just taking a brush with water on it, and I smoothed it out a little bit. I softened the edges. Some edges I kept pretty bold, and other ones I softened up. So I'm just going to play with the water here, add in a little bit more color. We've got the marine blue, cerulean blue, ultramarine deep, and you can use either indigo or use neutral to add in for your shadows. You have to have the shadows in a painting if you're going to see the light. The next tip I'm going to give you is splattering. You can use a steel ruler, just like what I've got here. If you don't have that, use a plastic card or a plastic credit card that you don't use anymore. And I'm using a rigid brush so that way when I scrape it against that harder surface, it splatters the paint on there. This is another technique for splattering. So I just want to let you know that as I move forward with this painting, I decided to put the rocks across the bottom, add more splattering in, and then to make the water more vibrant, I added some marine blue in there and a nice leafy green. It was this brilliant green. And whenever you see a storm on the ocean, the watercolors are very vibrant. If you think about a dark sky in a field, the sky's dark, but the green looks greener, and I wanted to put that into my painting. So as you watch me finish up some of the details, I want to let you know that I did that. And even as I finish this out, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and pen in a few little birds to go with this too, just kind of ones that are hovering around. I just think it'll finish the picture up nicely. So I want to thank all of you for joining in today with me on this Ocean Stormy watercolor. And I'm so thankful to you and to those who support me through Patreon that allow me to do this work. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time.